Welcome back to MidPoint. The former assistant DA of Shelby County, Tennessee, founder of Tea Party Nation, Judson Phillips. Judson, as you noted, the Republicans did very well in the midterms this time. Would it be your opinion and the opinion of others in the Tea Party that without you, without the Tea Party basically getting behind the Republicans and kicking them every now and then and getting them to do certain things, that they would not have won the midterms? You're the reason why they won.
Oh, absolutely. Excuse me. And it's not just an opinion. Let's look at a little bit of objective proof here. In 2008 and 2012, the Republicans were led by the moderate establishment. What did we end up with? We ended up with John McCain, Mitt Romney, and the Republicans lost. In 2010, we had the Tea Party wave. 2014, we had basically the second coming of the Tea Party wave. And guess what? The Republicans won. They won running on conservative issues, conservative values. So, yeah, we are responsible for the GOP majority.
So then, in your opinion, the Republicans, if they want to win and continue to win in 2016, they better back up a little bit and they better show some appreciation of the Tea Party instead of trying to create some distance.
Yeah, absolutely. Because look at the Republican track record. In '96, you had Bob Dole, and well, he did so well in the White House, right? In 2000, George Bush barely crept in as a, quote, compassionate conservative. In 2008, we had John McCain, the maverick who repudiated conservatives, and Mitt Romney, who had no clue as to what a conservative was. You know, when the Republicans run as conservatives, we win and we win big. Look at Ronald Reagan. Look at Newt Gingrich with the contract with America. Look at the 2010 Tea Party wave. Look at 2014. Republicans who won big ran as conservatives.
Do the Republicans then lose in 2016 if they don't make nice with the Tea Party?
Yeah, because if the Tea Party stays home, who's going to vote for Republicans? If the Republicans nominate Mitt Romney again or Jeb Bush, the Tea Party stays home or potentially even looks for a third party.
Okay, now wait, let's stop there. Look for a third party. So in other words, if the Tea Party feels they're not getting what they demand or what they want from the Republicans, you're saying right now that it's time to find a third party. Who would that be? Where would that go?
No, I'm saying that is a possibility.
Okay.
I've heard this within the movement. There are a lot of people who say, hey, if the GOP wants to nominate another squishy moderate as the nominee for president, we'll go someplace else. And, you know, I've been a Republican since 1972 when I was 13 years old putting out yard signs for Richard Nixon. I'd sure hate to see the party go away, but if the party doesn't return to the roots of Reagan and Gingrich and the Tea Party, that's exactly what will happen.
There's a report out there that according to 3 Republicans, this from the Washington Post, who spoke on condition of anonymity, that Mitt Romney's associates are convinced that if Jeb Bush doesn't run, Romney could consider another White House run. Would you then consider him to be a possible that you would back, or is he just another, in your opinion, squishy Republican?
Mitt
or
Romney,
a squishy moderate, I should say.
Squishy moderate, absolutely. You know, that describes Mitt Romney to the T. And, you know, Mitt Romney's already lost twice, including he lost the 2012 unlosable election. He lost that to Barack Obama. So somebody tell me why anybody with 3 functioning brain cells thinks this guy would be a good candidate again. All of Mitt Romney nomination does is guarantee President Elizabeth Warren.
So if Mitt Romney were to decide to run, your advice would be, or your feeling is, that everybody connected with the Tea Party would pull their support?
I don't know anybody in the Tea Party right now that would support Mitt Romney.
Okay, so that's a yes, they would pull their support. Couple of minutes we have left then. Let me ask you this regarding the opinion and the thought process about the Tea Party. There are those on the left and many people, even in the Republican establishment, who see, quite frankly, members of the Tea Party as something of a crazy every now and then. They talk about them as the crazies. You have some people such as Marilyn Davenport, a Tea Party activist, who basically circulated a racist email depicting the president and his parents as chimpanzees. You had Tea Party leaders in Arkansas who went through the ceiling when someone made comments at a rally, a joke about the president, and again, it was racist. How are you going to defeat that when Americans think of the Tea Party and they think you guys are a bunch of wackos who basically just go ahead and spit out whatever you want of racist and hate commentary?
Well, that's actually got to be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. If you look at the Tea Party, look at who we backed this year. We backed Tim Scott in South Carolina. Hey, there's a racist move right there. We backed Mia Love in Utah. Hey, that's a racist move.
But how do you get rid of that feeling, though? How do you get rid of that opinion that the Tea Party is made up of racists and hate?
Well, the only people we're really hearing that from is the far left wing fringe, the groups that are being funded by George Soros, Tom Steyer, etc. People who know the Tea Party, look around. Members of the Tea Party are their neighbors. They are people who go out and judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. So, I mean, I don't see it as a big issue we have to deal with. We have our narrative to put out there about what we want for America, which basically says we want to win the election and roll back power and leave everybody alone.
Judson, we've got a long way to go until 2016. I have a feeling that you and I are going to be talking quite a lot. As always, I thank you for your comments, my friend.
Hey, thank you for having me. And by the way, it's Veterans Day. Let me speak on behalf of the Tea Party, and I'm sure Newsmax as well. Thank all of our veterans for what you've done for us.
Wonderfully done. Thank you so much, Judson. All
Thank
right,
you,
short break. We'll be joined by the Politichicks with their own set of demands for Republicans and a few words for Ted Cruz. And later this hour, 34 minutes after the hour, the #1 reason not to retire. It's on MidPoint.